Hello everyone, I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. The main event is here, guys. Artak versus the Clan Boss. We're gonna take him in for a spin and see how he performs in Clan Boss. After, we're gonna change the build on him. We're gonna chuck him on Savage and see what sort of damage he's going to do. I really don't think it's the best thing to do with him, but hey, just for the purpose of the video, we're gonna try him. We're gonna kind of like make peace of mind to know that he deals damage or he doesn't deal damage. Now, I've already covered a video on Artak in dungeons, in Hydra. It's already live, so if you didn't have a chance to check it out, feel free to check it out after this. He's actually pretty solid for all that content, so I'm curious to see how he performs in Clan Boss. This is the build that we have on him. I haven't really changed much from the other build that we've done on Hydra, except the banner. He has more speed now, and let me just put it like that. It's going to be almost impossible to tune an unkillable team with Artak. Mainly because of this passive. I think Plarium really designed the champion in this way to make it almost impossible, you know, if not impossible. Increases the champion's crit damage, and defense by 1%, and speed and resistance by 2 for each 1% of their destroyed max HP. That can go pretty crazy. If you're gonna destroy 50% HP, you're gonna get 100 speed, you know, so how are you gonna tune that team in an unkillable one? Like, the difference is massive, you know. I don't think it's possible, honestly. But we have decreased attack, we have HP burn, we have the detonation, increase the duration of HP burn, which of course is gonna come in handy pretty well. Blessing, you might want to get on him a brimstone maybe, or you might not. I still think that having maybe a blessing like cruelty on him will help a lot. Now, yes, you are getting attack, it's not gonna benefit the champion, but it's gonna be fairly decent. Ward of the Fallen, but it's not really gonna help you much in PvE. So yeah, it's pretty hard to get the right blessing for him. Brimstone, because his AoE is gonna be all over the place, you're not gonna be able to control it. Total stats: Relentless and an accuracy set, 70k HP, 2.6k defense, we need to have a bit of survivability, 241 speed, 101 crit rate, 251 crit damage, 240 accuracy. Masteries, we have offense and support. War Master as tier 6. Sniper is not really gonna do much, but hey, none of the masteries left out here are gonna do much in Clan Boss at the moment, so it's no point to change them just yet. We're gonna do the reset once we're gonna change the build on Savage to check the damage on the champion. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, how I mentioned, we cannot run him on unkillable Clan Boss teams. So we're gonna run him on my free-to-pay Clan Boss team that I've been running for quite a while now. And unfortunately, my Ultra Nightmare is Force Affinity. I feel like that's not gonna make him justice. We're not really gonna see the potential for the damage. So we're gonna go on Nightmare. Yes, we are gonna hit slightly harder. We are gonna do a bit of a extra damage from War Master procs, and we're gonna survive a bit longer. But we're gonna kind of like see how he performs. So this is my free-to-pay team. Requires no tuning whatsoever. I have two champions built for Arena, Acrisia and Relentless, Cardial built for the Fire Knight, and of course Dracomorph was in Relentless as well. But we're gonna take Dracomorph out and we're gonna bring in Artak, and we're gonna see what sort of damage we're gonna get from the champion here. Plus, we're gonna see his AI. Is he gonna use the A3 first and the A2 after, or how is he prioritizing the skills? Because that can be a bit of a oof, you know. Okay, so he's prioritizing the A3 first, beautiful. We'll end the HP burn. We definitely want to see that spot on in there. And we're not going to leave the entire run, because this team most probably is going to end up in doing a couple of 100 mil damage, so we don't want to see that. Seems like he actually used the A1 instead of using the A2. Or I'm wrong on that. Maybe I've seen it wrong. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen that wrong. I've seen that wrong. Just the animation of it, you know. So he went again for the A3. Him being on Relentless, it can help quite a bit in this Clan Boss. Keep in mind that his passive is pretty crazy. Now, because I have Marichka in here, it's much easier for me to control his passive, right? One thing that I'm not 100% sure is what if I restore all the destroyed HP? Will I lose the stats that I gained when I destroyed my max HP? I don't think we're gonna lose that, but still, as an idea, we gotta take that in consideration, you know. And maybe we're gonna have to check him out without Marichka in the team. I didn't really thought about it that much, because just Marichka dropping the destroyed HP with her A2 might stop a bit his damage, you know. But then again, it's so hard to keep him alive in Clan Boss without that. Like, if he's not gonna have some HP to survive, like, it's gonna be so hard. So I really think Plarium made the champion in such a way that he's just not gonna be great for Clan Boss, and they made him so hard to tune, you know. But hey, we're still gonna get to see what he can do, at least with the detonation. His damage, just raw damage that we are seeing at the moment, is not very impressive. Like 20k hits, 70k hit, and this is actually pretty weak sauce. I kind of expected this just by seeing the multipliers, honestly. And of course, we don't have weaken on the boss at the moment. 40k hit, 44, sorry, I can't speak anymore. But his damage will mainly come from detonation. Like, look at the damage from Taras, from Akrisia, you know, 35k, 35, 40, 39. The extra turns are helping quite a bit, right? Even Cardiel is doing more damage, and he's more of a support champion. So I feel like Plarium, they ensure that they're not gonna make the champion broken in every bit of content. Like, he's so powerful for dungeons, so powerful for Hydra, guys, 100% top notch in there. Not that great here in Clan Boss by the looks of it, at least not with this team. And how I mentioned, if I remove Marichka, he's gonna be pretty low on the HP. I can still run a different sort of a reviver, but I have a feeling that even like that, he's just not gonna do that great all around, you know. I might be wrong on it, but let's see. Because I'm not gonna leave the entire run. I'm actually gonna stop it in a second, and I'm gonna bring in a different champion instead of Marichka, just to kind of like have an idea and see how he performs if we're not bringing back the destroyed HP. So let's go all the way up to boss turn count 15. Just so we ramp up a bit of damage to kind of like compare a bit to see what we're getting, you know? Go compare, basically. Extra turn, I'm loving them. Just bring them on. Just bring them on, we love them extra turns. When Relentless procs is absolutely amazing. When it doesn't, it's not that great, is it? Okay. Come on, Artak. Don't let us down. Increase debuff duration. So we have the HP burn on for 4 turns now. It's gonna be pretty hard to drop that down, huh? 5 turns now, actually. There we go. It was for 5 turns before. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so not being able to increase his damage with increased defense, with increased attack, is definitely a bit of a bummer in this situation for him, because he could do a bit of more damage. But then again, I really think his purpose is not to be a damage dealer. I really think that, honestly. Let me know what you guys think. You think he's meant to be a damage dealer? Like, I know his passive kind of like make it sound like, yeah, he's meant to be a damage dealer, but the multipliers are kind of like a bit of a letdown. So I think he's not really meant for it in that way, like raw damage. You know, he's meant to do damage with the burns, but not with the raw damage, like crazy damage. So here we go. Let's see. Turn 15, and we almost won kid actually by turn 15, which is pretty nuts. If I would have had Dracomorph in here, it would have been game over already, you know. I feel like Marichka is kind of like stopping him a bit. I didn't really thought about it before I went into the run that she's gonna bring back the destroyed HP, but this is gonna be a good comparison once we're gonna back out of here. So let's just back out. It's fine. We got the damage. I've already done the key. It's fine. So what do we have in here? We have Cardiel with 5.8, Akrisia with 13.8, Taras with 15.7, Marichka with 390k, Artak with 4.7 million damage. It's actually not that bad if you stay to think about it, considering that They're all going like crazy. Nothing is tuned in here. It's just literally pure chaos. So let's go in with this team. We're gonna need to bring him some support to keep him alive. Having that strength and shield from Marichka is gonna be a massive loss if no. So we're gonna bring in a bit of a healing. We're gonna bring in Krisk. This is not going to affect him whatsoever in terms of destroyed HP. So we're gonna see how he's gonna get on now. If his damage is really gonna make a massive difference or anything like that, you know. But here we are. Here we are. Look at all those buffs. Beautiful. Taras is loving it. Taras is loving it. I don't have defense down from from Akrisia now because I took her out. So that was a 32k hit. Yeah, I really don't think his damage is gonna go up, man. 35k, definitely not very wow. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, 37k there, 24k, 44, 44. So we need him to have a bit HP destroyed. But he might not even get it destroyed here actually. Or is a bug with a destroyed HP. Okay, there we go. So we finally got it destroyed a little bit. So that can only be recovered by him, and it seems like he's constantly landing the HP burn and constantly kind of like recovering it back. So even with Marichka out of the team, we're still gonna be in the same sort of situation by the looks of it. I don't think he's gonna drop it a lot. Or he might slowly drop it a bit more. Yeah, there we go. It's just taking a bit of time by the looks of it, okay. I was actually getting worried, like, come on, dude, like, don't let me down. Like, I actually took that Void Legendary out of here for you, and you're not doing it now. Seems like it's just slowly, you know, like, there we go. We are getting it slowly. So that's when his damage should actually increase. So the more destroyed HP, that's gonna go all the way up to 50%, the more damage. So it's 1% for crit damage and extra damage, which can give us 50% more damage basically. So from the 40k, we're gonna go all the way to 60k. It's still not a massive difference whatsoever. Trust me when I'm telling you that. And we're gonna get 50% more crit damage, which should add a bit of extra damage, but I feel like all around is really not gonna be as impactful. And considering how the champion is actually coded, unlike Taras, when his max HP destroyed is destroyed, sorry, when he's not on full HP, he's not gonna benefit of the total HP that he had before. So that makes a difference. If you drop the HP on him, his damage is not actually really gonna increase, because what happens is that the extra damage that you're gaining from the passive is compensating for the loss of HP. So it's kind of like pretty much the same thing. But I wanted to show you guys to actually see it in action, to believe it, basically, you know, rather than just me saying it. It's easier if you guys see it, because then you understand what's happening. That's why I don't think he's good as a DPS champion at all, actually. But let's see. Where are we with Artak? Turn 9, 15 million damage. Again, we're gonna stop at turn 15. That's where we're gonna see the damage on him. So we kind of like have a bit of a limit. By then, the destroyed HP is gonna go even lower. You see, he's already at the 30%. And the hits, they still feel the same. Like, I don't really notice any sort of difference. 39k again. Let's see a couple of other hits in here. 44, 43. The damage is still the same, man. Doesn't really feel like anything really changed, you know. 47, 42. Same cup of tea. What do we have there? 37. We increase the duration of buff. Sorry, I can't speak anymore. It's pretty late, actually. I am feeling pretty tired. We increase the duration of HP burn again up to 5 turns, which is great. We got a stun in there, which is not that great. He's becoming pretty low on the HP, so the clan boss will be tempted to smack him a bit, especially if he doesn't have the buffs on. 28k, that's without defense down. Okay, so the destroyed HP is almost at 50%. We're not gonna go all the way to 50, but actually, you know, I'm just gonna let it be. So we're gonna stick around a bit more than the 15 turns. One thing to keep in mind, we didn't have the defense down as consistent as the previous run, so that might affect a bit the damage, you know. But we're almost at 50% destroyed max HP on him. And we are at, what, turn 14, so I might have to do an extra turn to check out the damage, you know. But definitely not looking great as a DPS. So there we go. We're literally on the line at the 50%. You see my mouse right here. And his damage is 38k, 41k. That's with defense down. Still the same. Literally no improvement. No loss of damage. So it just kind of like stays steady. I feel like that's why they've done the passive in this way. They haven't really done it to increase the damage and go crazy. I do hope that they would consider in changing it. They will consider in changing it, sorry. And they would make it similar with Taras or other champions like that. But I'm not going to hold my breath on it, you see. 41, 42. And that's with literally 50%. You can't go lower than that. So let's end this battle too. And what do we have? Artak 6.4 million damage. Very similar with what we had before as well, actually. Plus we went an extra turn. But that's how Artak actually performs in Clan Boss. I really don't think he's a Clan Boss champion. I wanted to try him out for you guys to see how he actually performs. I will try him out as well in a damage build if you guys really want to see that. I don't think he's gonna do much in a damage build either, but you know what? Let's just remove all the gear from my Taras and bring it on to him, you know. Maybe with some crazy OP gear he's gonna do some magic, you know. Let's put that on. This beautiful chest piece, look at it. It's so hard to beat this chest piece with a different one. Like, it's just not happening. Not happening. Too good actually. That chest piece is just too good. Okay, there we go. We're gonna change his masteries now, of course. So that's gonna make a bit of a difference. And these boots suck. 5-star. Get out of here. But look, his HP went up quite a bit. His crit damage went up quite a bit. We have Savage. I'm gonna change the ring as well for a HP one. And there we go. What do we have there? Not enough. Defense, quad defense, 18%. Okay. Yeah, we can use this one. What is it? 18%. So that should do the job. We gain more HP. Let's quickly change the masteries. So I'm not even gonna bother to get support or anything else in there. Usually, what you're gonna want to get is Shield Breaker if you're going for Arena. We're gonna go Ruthless Ambush, Single Out. You're gonna go with Cycle of Violence. Bring it down. This can be beneficial against tanky champions. You're gonna encounter a lot of them even in Arena, so definitely a good mastery to take on. Helm Smasher, Methodical, and we're not gonna take the rest of the masteries because I'm gonna reset it anyway, and nothing from there is really gonna improve our damage. Let's get stat fast so we get a bit of more HP. Total stats: 100k HP, 2.8k defense, 221 speed, 101 crit rate, 293 crit damage. Pretty solid. No blessing on the champion though. So let's see how he is actually going to perform as a damage dealer. Dragon Slayer, stage 23. That's exactly where we're normally going. We're gonna keep Arbiter in just in case if we need a reviver, and then let's bring in Artak, and we're gonna bring in Venus as well, just so we have a defense down, you know. There we go. And I know I use Venus at some point. We can even use her lead. You know what? Just give me as much HP as possible, you know, and see how we're gonna perform like that. That's just for turn meter increase attack. It's not gonna help us here, guys, just so you know. So look, attacks all enemies 2 times. The first hit faces HP burn, and restores the destroyed max HP. Now we don't want to restore the destroyed max HP. We want to destroy the max HP. So the thing is all happening from here, okay? So we gotta activate the HP burn after we landed. There we go. Beautiful. So the damage is very underwhelming. Like, let me just put it like that. Like, we haven't even hit 50% on this with this crazy build on him. And I do that with epic champions with weaker builds, you know? So I'm definitely not impressed with the damage at the moment. And I knew it. I knew that was not going to happen. So let's see if we do that. And we have weakened too. Okay, so we managed to do that. We actually dropped the HP quite a bit. There we go. So his damage should be better now because we already got some extra things on it, you know. I wish I would have brought in a Kymar actually, just to be able to do a bit of work. Okay. That's fine. Just don't kill him. And we're good. Okay. So now the damage should increase even more because of the passive. But let's see. 111k, 106k. Yeah, I'm definitely not a big fan of that, you know, of the damage. But I'm curious to see here on the boss as well what sort of numbers. 32k, 64k. We landed a decrease attack. That's a massive thing to have though. But the damage really feels raw damage, you know, that's what I mean, the actual raw damage. So we have defense down. The HP is destroyed quite a bit. It's almost at 50% literally. There we go. So even after he's gonna start to recover the destroyed HP a bit, the thing is his passive is at maximum capacity right now and the damage is underwhelming. 50k, 60k per hit, another 50k. So even if you added 2 hits on the double hit skill, it's still only 100k damage. I really find that underwhelming, guys. No point to test anything else with him. We've done the other video as well. Feel free to check it out. Artak, 3.3 million damage. So the HP burn does a lot of work in here. I still think for dungeons and progression, a stun set is going to be amazing. It's gonna do a lot of control for you guys. A lot of decent damage as well with the burn. No point to go all in and crit rate and crit damage and all that because you're not really getting a big value out of it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below as well, guys. What do you think about the whole thing with Artak? Are you a fan of the champion? I do think he's a pretty strong champion. Love him for PvE. That was all for this video. Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.